So it was last week one of our students got 6.5 band in writing, and after getting her desired score, she thought to attend one last class. She was sitting in the class, then I started explaining about the four important components in writing to all the students. Then she started complaining that why did not I tell her about these four components before her test. Then he explained everything, that I have already made a format, a structure that students usually follow, and they don't need to focus on these four components anymore. Although these are important, yet these are all covered in the structure, in the formats. But today I'm gonna tell you these four components which are really crucial for you guys to know. I will not exaggerate the things, I will explain in the simplest form possible. One of these is task achievement, or we can also say task response. So before moving to the writing part, I will just explain this in a simple way using some interview questions. Okay, my question is, may I know your full name? And instead of just telling your name, you started introducing yourself. My name is this, I am a resident of this particular city. As far as my qualification is concerned, I have completed this. So basically, what is being asked, you just need to answer that. If the question is discuss both views, then you just need to discuss both the views. You don't need to give your own opinion. So basically, this is task response, this is task achievement. Moreover, one more thing comes under this department, that is your formats. Sometimes we are sitting in the test and we are confused. For example, a student gets do you agree or disagree essay in the test. He or she is confused whether to go 70-30, 50-50, or one side complete. So basically this thing also comes under task achievement, or we can say task response. So we need to clear our formats first of all. If it is do you agree or disagree, we have to go one side. If it is to what extent do you agree or disagree, we can go 70-30 or 50-50. That means partially or moderately, right? If it is discuss both views, we need to discuss both the views, no opinions. If it is just discuss the positives of this trend, we have to talk about the positives only, no negatives. So basically, what is being asked, explain that. Second component out of four is coherence and cohesion. If I talk about this in some simple words, I would say step by step. For example, you have a question from the interviewer, describe your daily routine, and you started explaining. In the evening, I go for an evening walk, and if I talk about my afternoon schedule, I just come back from my college and have lunch with my family. But before that, in the morning, I usually go to my college. If I talk about the mornings, I am an early bird, I wake up early in the morning. So basically, I am explaining all the things, but these are not step by step. So this thing is wrong, this doesn't make any sense. So basically, step by step means is you have to explain each and everything, whether it is introduction, body part 1, 2 or conclusion, step by step. For example, you have an essay. The question states, what are the disadvantages of not getting education? So basically, if I think about it, I would say one of the problems will be crime rate will be higher as compared to the past. And second thing, I would say there will be a lot of unemployment. But do you think these are step by step? These points are step by step? No. Actually, first of all, we would say if there is no education, there will be a lot of unemployment. Okay, done. Second, we will talk about the crime rate at the second place. We will say if there is unemployment, people will resort to unscrupulous ways to earn money. So basically, they will commit crime, they will perpetrate the delinquent activities, right? So yeah, this is step by step. So whenever we are writing a task 2, make sure the points should be in order. All right. The third component of this is lexical resources. Maybe you have heard about it a number of times. You have to add lexical resources, this and that. Now, what are lexical resources? People will say it is vocabulary. Yes, we can say vocabulary. But if I explain it in a simple way, I would say it is not using very common words. For example, In place of diseases, we usually use ailments, health hazards. If I have to use a word related to, for example, this problem is related to this thing, okay, I can simply say this problem is attributed to this problem is affixed with this problem is associated to this. So I can use these types of words. Instead of it has a negative impact on this, I can say it takes a heavy toll, it casts an adverse effect on this. Not using very common words is lexical resources. You have to add some vocabulary in this. One last component is grammatical range and accuracy. Since I have explained it a number of times even in the short videos, this means using a variety of structures. You can use this method to learn structures. A new dingoes, A although, N neither nor, E either or, W whether or, D despite, I in spite of, N not only but also, G gerund, U unless, S since. So basically these are some structures that we can use in order to get our desired band score. Just like this, one of our students got 7.5 band in writing, and overall I guess it was 7.5 band, right? And yeah, if you don't want to waste time, if you want to clear your test as soon as possible, you can also join our classes. We have 2 batches going on, morning and evening. Thank you so much for taking out some time to watch this video. See you in the next one.